Um, and yeah, let's do this one fast. So this probably early game. Yeah, early game kills some stuff quite well. I think that's going to be paired with something. Swap the stats of all fighters and swap them back. And if I much help destroy. I mean, it's a free way to get 600 damage, I think. And if you get the stats low enough, you could probably just end up killing the enemy. I mean, card draw, that's a once again card draw. Oh, I guess you get green and yellow, and then you just get a bunch of actions, so really useful. Card draw. Oh, and also card fleas gain 100 power. So you can pair it with the actions and this guy can get a lot of power. I assume this is how you get most damage. And it's got overload. This swaps the target fighter stats. That's just stud generation. Once again, stud generation. Fleecing. And you can also just get rid of fleeting. So if you want to, what was it? This one. 10 actions. You could play that, and then play this, and then remove the fleeting. It'll just give you a huge amount of actions. Once again, card draw. Just stat boost. Probably best with Carnation, considering its low health. Another fleeting. And it's also haste as well. That's just really good, actually. You can just steal a card for 2 colorless. And then do whatever you want with that. That could win you games easily. This one, this is also probably your main damage. When you use this one, you get 10 fleeting actions. Every time a fleeting card is cast, the card gains 400 power. Since you get 20 actions, that could be up to 8,000 power, even though you can't hold it all. And then this one, that's a spelling mistake. Interesting. Never mind, it's not. I'm blind. I mean, this is just... it gets rid of the colorless, since you have no blue. So I'm gonna copy this card, your opponent loses 450 life. So you want to support this as much as you can. So I think The whole purpose is you get Carnation, give it a lot of damage, and then you can also get this one, Dozer, and then give that a bunch of damage. And since that has good health, they're gonna have to deal with that. Essentially, you're building a lot of damage, a lot of defense, and then playing this card as your kind of win condition. I guess if you also get a copy of this, it'll keep doubling. So your win condition is just this guy. Although it seems to be a very late game type of deck. You've got some early cards, most of them are early. The problem is, all the early ones also kind of have late game actions. Like this one, 10 actions. It's clearly an early game type thing, because it's 2 green, 2 yellow. But if you want to use it well, you need a lot of stats, along with multiple different cards set up. That's all you can really do as well. The swapping... Oh. Never mind. I understand the main point. These 2 cards, Carnation and Dozer. Carnation gains power when you cast a card winner, whenever a card flees your hand. And then Dozer, whenever a fleeting card is cast, gain power. So you play both of these. You play this Divine Transcendence, 10 green and 10 yellow actions. You play as much of them as you can. Gives you a lot of power on Dozer. But you also use... whatever this is. I lost it. There it is. You use the Cothran Brewer to get the Witch's Brew, and it swaps a target fighter's stats. So you get the Witch's Brew, you get the actions with Dozer and Carnation on the field. You play half of the actions you can play. That gives this a bunch of power, and I assume it's going to be more power than its health. You could also just Witch's Brew for the starts. So it's 400 health, 1000 power, and then give it a bunch of power. Essentially, split the stats how you want, and you can swap the stats for health or damage. And then any leftover cards, Carnation will then use for power, which then you can use for health or power as well. And then that creates a huge threat, which then you can use the Fire Master to kill if they don't care about it because of the bigger threats. I think that's about it. You can also use this for fleeting fighters. But then it does sacrifice your power on the other 2. So I guess you're just having a second win condition. That's about it though.